We will talk about threads today. What are threads? Threads are execution unit which consists of its own program counter, stack and set of registers. They are very much related to process. That is why they are called as lightweight process. These are LWP or threads are lightweight process. If you want to increase the parallelism in your application, threads are the most popular way. CPU here switches rapidly back and forth among these threads, giving an idea or an illusion that these threads are running in parallel. Since the thread or each thread has its own resource for program execution, multiple processes can be executed parallelly by increasing the number of threads. This is an example of a single thread. It has its register, stack, code, data files. And if we talk about the multi-threaded processor, these are number of threads, 3 to be more precise, and they have their own these resources. What are the types of threads? There are two types of thread. One is your user thread, the other is kernel thread. So what is a user thread? They are above this kernel thread and they don't have kernel support. You as a programmer or developer, you use this thread in your application, in your program. While the kernel threads, they are supported within the kernel of the operating system itself. All the modern OS support kernel level threads, thereby allowing the kernel to perform various tasks simultaneously and to service multiple kernel cell system calls at the same time, simultaneously. Multi-threading models, the user thread may be mapped to kernel threads. User can be mapped to kernel threads. So the strategies can be like this. First is many to one, one to one, and many to many. In many to one model, many user level threads, these are user level threads, they are mapped onto a single kernel thread. The thread management is handled by the thread library in user space, which is very efficient in nature. The other is one-to-one model. The one-to-one model creates a separate kernel to handle each and every user thread. So most implementation of this model place a limit on how many threads you can make. Okay, so we know that Linux, Windows from 95 to XP, they implement the one-to-one model for threads. Many-to-many model. Many-to-many model, it does some multiplexing. So it multiplexes any number of threads onto an equal or say smaller number of kernel threads. So it is combining the best feature of one-to-one and many-to-one models. Now users can create any number of threads. So blocking the kernel system calls does not block the entire process. And these processes can be split among multiple processors also. Processes can be spread or split. Now we talk about thread library. This thread library is for you, that is, it provides programmer with API in order to create and manage the threads. So you can implement it either in user space or kernel space. So this user space involves what? It involves API functions. Kernel space involves what? System calls. So user space involves API functions, which is implemented solely within the user space only with no kernel support. While the kernel space involves system calls and it requires a kernel with the TL or thread library support. So there are three types of threads. POSIX pitheads, Win32, Windows 32 threads, Java threads. POSIX PIT head, they may be provided as either a user or a kernel library. This is an extension to POSIX standards. Win32 threads, they are provided as a kernel level library on Windows system. Java threads, because Java generally runs on JVM, Java Virtual Machine. The implementation of threads is based upon whether, or say whatever OS and hardware the JVM is running on. Either it may be pitheads or Win32 threads, depending on the system. So what is the benefits of threads or multi-threading? The responsiveness will increase, the sharing of resources will increase, that will enhance the utilization of resources, efficient or better utilization of resources. Economical also, because creating and managing threads rather than processes are easier. Scalability, one thread runs on one CPU, and in multi-threaded process, this thread can be distributed over a series of processors to scale up. Context switching is very smooth. What is context switching? It refers to the procedure followed by CPU to change from one task to another. What are the multi-threading issues involved? Thread cancellation. That is, the thread has not finished the work and before it is terminated. It is terminated before it has finished the work. So there can be two approaches: asynchronous cancellation, deferred cancellation. Asynchronous cancellation is what? Immediate cancelling or terminating of thread. And deferred cancellation is what? It allows the target thread to periodically check whether it should be cancelled or not. Then signal handling. These signals are used in Unix system to notify a process that a particular event has occurred. So, in multi-threaded process, when it receives a signal, to which thread it must be delivered. So it can be delivered to all, or even can go to a single thread. Fork system call. This system call is executed in the kernel through which a process creates a copy of itself. So fork is used to create a copy of itself. Now the problem in multi-thread process is, if one thread forks, will the entire process will be copied or not? Then it is security issue also. Security issues because extensive sharing of resources between multiple threads. So this is an issue. So there are many other issues that you might face in multi-threaded process, but there are appropriate solution for them. So this was a brief idea about threads. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself.